Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a X returns reading for my lovely, fantastic Virgos. If this doesn't resonate with you and you like your personal custom reading, please click the link in the description box down below. This is Book Your Personal Custom Reading. Also, if you happen to be new here and you happen to enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and joining the family. I have a Instagram if you want to see into my little personal insight of my life. I post random stuff. I'm trying to grow the community as well there, so the link is in the description box if you want to follow that. I'm going to shuffle the cards 3 times in a row. And if you didn't know, now you do know. And I genuinely hope you're having a wonderful day, night, or evening, whatever time of day it is for you. So let's give this a good shuffle and see what your future holds in regards to your ex. And the first question I'm going to be asking is, what is the current situation between you and your ex? What is the current situation between you and your ex? Let us find out together. Let me remove this hair. I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope that things are working out. And even though you're watching this video probably being very sad, I hope that it maybe brings you happiness or maybe even some type of closure. So let's see what the cards say. What's the current situation between you and your ex? What is the current situation between you and your ex? What is the current situation between you and your ex? So currently right now it seems like there is a imbalance here happening. This could be representing of either you, the person that you're thinking about, and or there's both of you actually are dealing with some type of imbalance in regards to having to pick between two very heavy options here. So let me just explain this to you a little bit so you understand. Pentacles represents a long-term commitment, something that is going to be there for a very long time and is a very tangible type of situation and ordeal here. And so what I see in the cards is that either you or them are having to choose between two options, between two people that could potentially be a long-term relationship that can even go as far as marriage essentially here. So basically, as you can see, there's a lot of rockiness, a lot of waves, and this person is looking kind of indecisive about the choices and decisions that this person has to make. So what else is currently going on between you and your ex? What else is currently going on between you and your ex? What else is currently going on? Currently, it seems like there is a lot of emotional confusion. And the reason I say that is because we have cups. Cups are representing of love, empathy, and emotion. So any of those things you and your partner, well, your ex-partner, could be experiencing at this moment in time. You guys are both probably this individual down here looking at the cups of love that are behind these clouds here. And there's a lot of confusion. Clouds represent confusion, especially if it's a bunch of puffiness here. And so you guys are like, yeah, I don't really know if this is good. I don't really know if I could trust you. Where is the, plausible sense into this? And you both are kind of going through a lot emotionally right now, and as you can see in the cups, quite literally, there's a lot of crazy things in there. There's a snake, there's a serpent, there's happy things as well. There's like a leaf there, there's a tower, there's some Christmas looking lights and a head there. But honestly, nothing is what it seems, and you guys, it's very hard to trust and to understand and to really rely on the emotional stability of each other. So essentially, this is the main central theme. What are you both struggling with? What's the current situation? Emotional confusion between you both. And what else is currently going on? What else is currently going on? What else is currently going on? It seems like you both are suffering from immense amounts of pain that have been dropped on you both. You are going through a lot. And this card particularly represents, burden, feeling defeated, feeling like there's nothing left, feeling like you're just like standing on your last leg, essentially. As you can see, this individual here is quite literally standing on his last leg. He's trying to use this wand as support to go further and to feel better about the situation as a whole, right? And so essentially, you both are going through a lot, and you both are just feeling really, really passionate about this as well, because you both are hurt at each other. You feel like either one person's at fault or the other person's at fault. But essentially, as it stands, it's obviously not looking too good. But what stands out to me, and probably will be a theme, is this Two of Pentacles energy here. So definitely look out for this and see if there's maybe a third party individual causing a blockage between you and them. And speaking of blockages, that is the next question I'm going to be asking. Let me pull up my notes just to make sure that I'm saying the right thing. But yes, what are the blockages between you and your ex? What are the blockages between you and your ex? What are the blockages between you and your ex? What are the blockages? So the first blockage here is it seems like you both are suffering from some type of indecision essentially here. And also, as you can see, the moon is in this card, and the moon is representing of mystery, deception, and confusion. Swords are representing of thinking and contemplating, as well as making maybe quick, fast, even irrational thoughts and movements sometimes. This person is blindfolded, so they are stuck at a crossroads essentially. And what that means is that they're trying to figure out what path to go down, because they know that what path they go down will probably will be a permanent type of basis, a permanent type of situation here. So the first blockage here between you both is having to come to a consensus agreement between each other and or internally with yourself essentially. And what are the blockages? What are the blockages? What are the blockages? The second blockage here is it seems like there's a lot of mental distortion essentially here. This person looks like their hands are tied behind their back and they're blindfolded and they're helpless in this situation and they can't do anything at all. But honestly, in actuality, they can leave at any point in time they like. These bandages are not holding this person in. And so honestly, it's a lot of mental, confusion. It's a lot of jumping to conclusions because, as I stated before, swords represent a lot of thinking and contemplating, as well as maybe a little bit of irrational behavior, because you're going so quick and fast throughout your mindset, right? And so the blockages that you both suffer from, and it could just be one or the other. It's kind of relative, but definitely some type of eternal struggle when it comes to jumping to conclusions and feeling stuck and stagnant in the situation. And this is the main central theme. And what else are the blockages? What else are the blockages? What else are the blockages? And finally, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace is representing of an offering that's being offered to you and an offering that's being offered to them. Pentacles are representing, as I stated before, a long-term commitment, something that's going to last a very, very long time. And here it seems to be an offering of that. And so this is in the blockage slot, so this makes me believe that the blockage between you and this individual, the biggest one, is having the offering of love even, accounted for, even offered in the first place, right? And it seems like obviously you guys didn't have the greatest relationship. I'm not sure exactly what happened. That's like for you to tell. But definitely it seems like there was some type of offering maybe to another individual that caused maybe a separation between you both and caused a huge blockage. And or of course this could also be representing of somebody wanted to have more, a solid serious relationship and the other person didn't really know how to approach that and didn't do it. So it could be a multitude of things, but definitely in the regards of a long-term commitment. So finally we ask, or not finally, close to finally though, how does your ex feel about getting back together with you? What are their thoughts and opinions about wanting to move forward with you again in each other's lives, right? And so how does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together? Well, it's going to be a tower moment. So essentially what a tower moment is that neither you or the other person can control anything that's going to be happening in this moment soon, right? So it's going to be either a positive and or negative, depending on what cards come next. The next two cards will really depend on this either being a positive or a negative. But essentially, it's going to happen quick. It's going to happen fast. It's going to come out of nowhere. And this is going to hit y'all in the face like you never felt before, essentially. So let us get kind of further again. How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together? Interesting. So it's going to be a sudden thing in regards to the cup of love. Essentially, aces represents, an offering, as I stated before. Cups are representing of love, empathy, and emotion. So it seems like somebody, your ex in particular in this instance here, wants to offer you a sudden invitation of love. So they're like, hey, please take my cup of love. I have absolute love for you. I care for you. I want to be with you, etc., etc. And this is the main central theme. So they're going to suddenly kind of pull this out of their magic hat essentially and try to approach you with it, and it's going to be sudden. And how does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together? Oh, we have the Ace of Wands. Ace again is representing of an offering. Wands are representing of sexual desire, want, and need. And so it seems like they definitely want to offer you more than just a cup of love. They want to offer you some type of sexual wants and desires as well. And that could definitely lead into something interesting here. But just keep in mind, do they want to get back together with you? Absolutely, 100%. There is no negative here that I can see. It's going to be a sudden situation, and they're going to be offering you a lot of things that you're going to maybe have a hard time refusing. I'm not sure. It's up to you to decide whether you want to do that or not. And so now we finally ask, will you guys get back together within this month? So, negative card for no, positive card for yes, and neutral card for maybe the universe hasn't quite made up its mind yet. It hasn't been decided, essentially. So, will you guys get back together within this month? Will you guys get back together within this month? Will you guys get back together within this month? Well, it seems like there is, again, a lot of emotional confusion here. And we have the Queen, which is representing of being patient. We have Cups, which is representing, as I stated 3 times already, love, empathy, and emotion. And this person is like, do I want to give my cup of love or do I not want to give my cup of love? It is a constant back and forth struggle that's happening right now. And I don't think that you guys are quite ready to move forward in the situation. But I do definitely think that your ex does miss you 100% and that they want to move forward with you, they want to date you, but this may be more on your end. Or maybe they're just kind of thinking, I want it to happen, but I don't really know how I'm going to execute it because ultimately you both are very emotionally confused. So, with that being said, I feel like this is on more of on the maybe spectrum here. It hasn't quite been decided, but definitely keep your eyes peeled and open. And I feel like if you guys can reconcile and come to an agreement and an understanding with each other, I definitely feel like it would be a solid yes on the getting back together. But I can't say that, so it's a maybe and my verdict. So let's get some advice to help you along, to try to help you figure out what to do in the situation and what can you just, do to maybe feel better about what's happening here. What's some advice? All right, thank you. Make the effort. Great love is worth talking the steps you're guided and to talk. That is a tongue twister. Essentially, without having to reread that and make a fool out of myself, essentially it's telling you that you need to make an effort, try to step forward, maybe reach out, get in some contact with this individual. If this person really was something special to you and you feel like you want to deal and go down that path of an ex again, completely you have a lot of free will and your free will is absolutely to do that. And if you want to help to move in that direction, my suggestion would to be to try to move forward, gain their attention and their trust back, and of course they need to gain your attention and your trust back as well. But take the steps forward and see what happens and kind of just lay your cards out, and I feel like you can definitely garner success from the type of approach that you can take that would activate it would activate essentially moving forward and doing it essentially. So that is the wrap up for my video. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you want to see my videos and content like this one, click the link in the description box down below if you want to book your own personal reading, of course. And hit the notification bell. Here's some more videos over here that YouTube recommended for you to watch. Again, don't forget to check out my Instagram if you want to see a little bit more insight into my personal life. With that being said, take care, good luck in your endeavors, and have fun.